Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have week 2 of the RoDL4. This one is going to be against Goose, a player we've seen once before actually back in the last season of this draft league. He is actually also the champion of last season, so this is definitely going to be a little bit of a daunting task. He did defeat us last time as well. We faced off, so definitely a little bit nervous about this one. As you might recall, we are 1-0 coming into this match, whereas our opponent is 0-1, so he's definitely going to be hungry for that win as well. Looking at his team, it looks to be pretty much exactly what I thought it would be, but definitely a very well put together team. So I do have a little bit of a plan. I think I'm actually going to lead with the Goodra here. That is kind of the plan, and hopefully it will work out. So, if you may recall, last time we played, the game kind of ended thanks to the timer, so definitely hoping that that's not going to be the case this time. We do have the land timer now, so that should kind of hopefully prevent that. So, there he is, and he's going to lead with the Drudagon. Definitely one of the potential leads that I assumed we would see. So definitely have a couple of options here. I could go for the Draco straight away, but I don't really expect him to want to stay in here. So I think we're actually just going to actually Sludge Wave here, hoping he's going to want to switch. Because I don't think he would be able to take a Draco if he stayed in, so he's probably not going to want to, and indeed he is going to want to switch, so hopefully we'll see what he switches into. It is going to be the Slow King. Okay, the Galarian Slow King, so going to Sludge Wave this thing. It does resist it, so probably not going to do too much. A little bit of chip with a critical hit, actually. But even so, not a ton of chip there, and he is going to regain some HP with the leftovers as well. So based on that damage, I don't think I'm going to want to stay in here. So we're going to go ahead and straight up switch into the Jellicent here. That's what we're going to do. Since I can't really, this thing is probably maximally specially defensive, so yeah, gonna switch. So there is the Jellicent. We'll see what he wants to do. He's gonna Thunder Wave, so that's not great. I'm gonna get paralyzed here, so that's not great. He's gonna regain some HP with the leftovers as well, so also not great. Not really sure what he's gonna want to do here, but I think he may want to stay. He may want to switch, but we're just gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp to hopefully land a burn on something. And we'll see what he wants to do here. Hopefully, he is going to Shadow Ball here. So, we'll see how much it does. That is going to do quite a bit, actually. That's going to take me down by about a third. Thankfully, I don't get Parahacks there, and I'm going to hit him with a Will-O-Wisp. So that is going to burn him, so that is pretty good. So that means that my I will be getting some residual damage there, which is good. He is going to be... I am going to regain my HP with the leftovers as well there. So the burn damage will mitigate his leftovers, which is not bad. Now, I could stay in and attack him. I don't really know what I want to do, actually, because... yeah, I think I actually want to... I don't really want to take another hit, although I could take it. I could get paralyzed. This is kind of a difficult decision here, actually. I think we're just going to stay in and Hex here to try and chip this thing down. I think that's what we're going to do. So he is going to stay in and Shadow Ball, so I'm going to take another big hit here, unfortunately, and that is going to knock me into the red, and I get Parahaxed. Okay, there it is. So that's awesome. So got the Parahax, so not going to be able to hit him, so that really sucks. So yeah, not going to get the chip there. Gonna regain the HP with the leftovers. So that kind of puts us in a bind here. I might, unfortunately, just have to let this thing go down here, which is really not what I want to do this early in the game. But I don't really have any... I mean, I guess I could take a risk, and you know what? I think I have to... this is tough. It would be an awful risk to try and switch in with that. Yeah, I'm running out of time here too. I think I have to take the risk though. I'm going to take a risk and hopefully he goes for the Shadow Ball again. So I'm going to attempt to switch into the Urshifu, hoping to eat a Shadow Ball from this thing to try and save the Jellicent. It is a pretty big risk because if he goes for something else, it could be bad news. But there's the Urshifu, and he is going to Shadow Ball. Okay, so thankfully he didn't make a prediction there. So I'm going to take the Shadow Ball pretty well. And then he is going to regain more HP with the leftovers and, of course, lose it right back to the burn. So, at this point, I really need to try and get a little momentum going my way. So, just going to U-turn here is pretty safe. I can't imagine he'd want to stay in as a Wicked Blow would most certainly take him out. So, he is indeed going to go for the switch, and he is going to switch into Tornadus. So that's a little bit of a risk on his side, actually, but he is going to take this U-turn here. So that's going to do a little bit of chip there, and then I'm going to get the switch, of course, the pivot. So I'm not sure what I want to face Tornadus here. I don't know anything about this set. So I think we'll actually just come back in with the Jellicent, so we'll get a turn of Leftovers Recovery here. So that's not bad. Hopefully that'll, depending on what this set is, we'll have to see. But I'm going to get those leftovers back, which is something. So we'll see. I think, I'm not sure what he's going to want to do here, but I think I'm just going to make the safe play and Scald here. It might not even matter depending on what kind of set he's using. But I guess we'll find out. He's going to Nasty Plot. Okay, so that's definitely not good. So he's going to get that sharp special attack increase, and I get fully parried again. Wow, well that is pretty terrible. Okay, so I guess that's what we're doing here. So yeah, two really bad hacks early here for me, and that is bad. So I guess I really just have no choice but to stay in here. I'm probably not going to survive whatever attack he goes for, but I really don't have much of a choice, and he is going to Dark Pulse, so yeah, I'm not going to take one of those. So that is going to be it for the Jellicent. That's going to drop me to 5. So yeah, those hacks were really bad. So that's going to be something to try and dig the hole to try and dig my way out of here early. So that really sucks. So yeah, yeah, we're going to come in with Goodra. It's max HP with an Assault Vest, I should say. So I guess we are just going to go for broke here with the Draco Meteor. Don't really have any other option, I guess, at this point. I mean, he might want to switch, and he's going to Nasty Plot again. Okay, so he's going to go for that again. Going to get a little bit of greed going there. And we're going to have a Draco Meteor incoming. Thankfully, we don't miss that. That would be pretty devastating. So we're going to hit him with that, and it is not quite enough to take him out from that range, unfortunately. I'm going to take the special attack drop as well. So he's sitting at +4, which is actually really bad. All right, so I guess we're just going to Thunderbolt here. It would be enough if we survive an attack to take him down from that range. He is at +4, so even as specially bulky as Goodra is, he's not going to risk it, though. He's going to go for the switch, so he's going to switch into the Primarina. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. So he's going to catch a Thunderbolt incoming. I am minus special attack here, so that's not going to do a ton. But yeah, so that's not terrible. So that is going to force a switch for sure. And unfortunately, I did lose really the best way that I have to deal with this thing, which is yeah. the Jellicent thanks to those hacks. So we're going to switch into the Comfey here. Hopefully we can take some kind of attack from this thing. He's going to go for a Hydro Pump. He doesn't miss, unfortunately, and we'll see how much it does. It is going to take me down to 5 HP. Jesus. So that could definitely be a choice specs pre-Marina right there. And that is pretty bad. So going to have to Giga Drain here. We're not going to regain enough HP. Well, okay, he's going to go for the switch actually instead. So he's going to switch into the Slow King here, and we're going to Giga Drain this thing. Not going to gain too much HP back from that. Going to get hopefully enough to survive the Life Orb recoil damage. We'll find out. And no, actually, we're not even going to get enough back to survive the Life Orb recoil, so that's really bad actually. So the Comfey is going to go down there, and that is going to drop us down to 4. So yeah, it's definitely a rocky start here to the game. We're down 6-4, and yeah, definitely not good. So I'm going to go ahead and come in with the Urshifu once again here. So we're going to see what we can do here about this. Yeah, but definitely not a good situation to be in. So I think we just have to go for the Wicked Blow here at this point. So that's what we're going to do. And he isn't going to stay in, so we'll see what he wants to switch into this Wicked Blow. It's going to be the Drudagon. So we're going to get a Wicked Blow on this thing, and we'll see what it's rocking. So it is going to do about half with a critical hit. So okay, so this thing is going to be very bulky on the physical side actually, and we're going to take Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin damage there. So that's not good. Definitely going to have to switch out at this point. And I think we're going to go for yeah, what do we want to go for here? I think we will. He could be packing anything really, but I think we're going to go for the Arcanine actually. So yeah, we're going to go into Arcanine here, and we'll see what he wants to do. So he is taking his time to think about this one, but yeah, definitely can't stay in on that. So we're going to switch in with Arcanine and see. See what he wants to do here. So hopefully we can try to get something going here. I'm going to switch back into the Arcanine. Going to get the Intimidate to lower this thing's attack in case it does try to attack. And he is going to go for a Glare, so he's going to go for another Paralyze. So that is going to paralyze my Arcanine. So already had 2 Para Hacks this game, so I guess we're in line for another couple here. So not sure if he's going to want to stay in or not, but we're just going to actually go ahead and go for a Choice Band Extreme Speed here to see if he wants to stay in and see how much damage we can potentially get. So he is going to stay in, no Para Hack. Choice Band Extreme Speed, going to knock this thing to the red, but it does survive, unfortunately, and then I'm going to take all that damage, and he is going to Stealth Rock, so he's going to get the entry hazard set up. So that is definitely going to limit my my ability to just be switching out here. We're just going to have no choice but to go for that Choice Band Extreme Speed again. So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully we don't get parried again. That would be pretty crippling. So we're going to see what he wants to do, if he wants to stay in with this thing or if he wants to try to save it. So he is going to try to save it, so he's going to go for the switch, and he's going to switch into the Pre-Marina. Okay, so we're going to Choice Band Extreme Speed this thing, and that is going to do a truckload of damage, actually. So now is the moment of truth. Do I want to roll the dice? And I think, unfortunately, we're going to have... I could try to switch, but you know what? I just have to roll the dice. Hopefully we don't get parried. Again, we have to hope for it, and no, he's going to switch again. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure what he's doing, but going to switch into the Bisharp. I guess he realizes at this point that we are choice banned, so going to critical hit on an extreme speed there, but still only going to do about a third. So at this point, I think we're probably going to have to switch out. So we're going to switch into the Escavalier at this point. because we don't want to lose our Canine at this point. It might potentially be a win con depending on how chipped his Pokemon get. He's going to Sucker Punch. It's going to fail. So that's good. We do take the rocks damage with the Escavalier, and then we regain some HP with the leftovers. So what do we want to do here is the question. I think it would be pretty safe to go for a substitute here, so I think we're going to go ahead and do that, see if we can try and get some momentum back by getting a sub set up. And he's not going to want to stay in here, so that's good. So he's going to switch into the Tornadus. And because of Regenerator, that thing's going to have some HP back, so that's unfortunate. But we are going to get the substitute set up, so that is good. So that's a little momentum our way. So going to regain some HP with the leftovers there, and then this turn we are definitely, I think we're going to have to Iron Head and hope that it's enough from that range to take the Tornadus out. I am max attack on this thing, so no, he's not. He's just going to switch out again to try, and so he's going to just be playing the Regenerator game here, which is unfortunate. Going to switch to the Primarina. We'll see if an Iron Head's enough from that range to take it out. Hopefully it is, and it is. Yes, okay, so that is pretty clutch. Going to get rid of that Primarina and drop him to 5. Get that leftovers recovery. We still have the sub set up on the Escavalier too, so that is pretty awesome. So that is definitely some good momentum back for us. So, all right. So now he's. We're going to see what he wants to do here. So he definitely has. Okay, he's going to come back in with the Tornadus, and thanks to the Regenerator, that thing is really just regaining HP at a rapid rate. So I think we're actually going to knock this thing off, though, this time around. We're going to go for the knockoff, and he is going to stay in Heat Wave, so unfortunately he doesn't miss. That would have been nice, but he is going to break my sub there with the Heat Wave, and he's going to take this knockoff incoming, and it is not going to be enough to get rid of him, but it is going to get rid of the heavy-duty boots. It doesn't really matter, though, since I didn't actually have hazards on this team anyway, so definitely not going to want to stay in on this matchup, that's for sure. Do not want to lose the Escavalier, so going to switch right into the Goodra, hoping he's going to go for a special attack. We do know 3 of his 4 moves thus far, so hopefully he doesn't do anything to take the rocks. He is going to Heat Wave, okay, so that's fine. Not going to do much of anything. I am max HP Assault Vest, so that's not going to do much of anything. So, what do we want to do here? I think, well, the Primarina is gone, so I think the safest play we could make is actually the Fire Blast, so we're actually going to go for that. I can't imagine he'd want to stay in. Hopefully we'll catch the Bisharp or something coming in, but he's probably just going to go into the Slowking again, but let's see, yeah, it's the Slowking, so going to go for a Fire Blast. Thankfully we don't miss that. Fire Blast going to take him down by about 1/3, so not terrible, but still this thing is maximally specially defensive, so yeah, that is not going to do a ton. Okay, so we got to really think about this. I think we just have no choice at this point but to stay in and try to chip this thing down. I don't think this thing can really hurt us, so we're just going to go for another Fire Blast. Hopefully we don't miss. So we're going to Fire Blast, and thankfully we don't miss. So that is going to take this thing to a little under half. He is going to Thunder Wave, so okay, he's going to hit another Thunder Wave. So still playing the para games here, which is definitely not good. So I am paralyzed. So we're going to see. I think at this point, I might still outspeed him. So I think at this point we just have to Draco Meteor and hope that it's enough. If all goes well this turn, and we do outspeed, we don't get parried, we don't miss. Is it going to be enough? Hopefully it is, and it is enough, thankfully. Okay, I know that was close, but the Draco was enough to get rid of the Slowking. That is going to knock him to 4. Okay, so that is huge, actually. So that is a huge problem out of the way there with the Slowking. So thankfully, we have that thing out of the way. So now he's going to come back in with the Tornadus once again. So this thing can't really hurt me. So this is going to be a little bit of a choice to make, actually. I think
what does he have left? I don't want to sacrifice Goodra, but I think we have to switch into the Arcanine here, so that's what we're going to do, because with this special attack drop, any attack we go for is not going to be enough at that range to take this thing out, so we have to come in with the Arcanine. He's probably just going to Nasty Plot. We are going to take that Rocks and get the Intimidate on this thing, and he is going to Nasty Plot. Okay, so now we have to hope that at that range, hopefully, we have to go for the Choice Band Extreme Speed, I think, here. He could still switch into the Bisharp, though, but I think we just have to go for it anyway. So we're going to Choice Band Extreme Speed again. Hopefully it's enough. Hopefully I mean, he might switch to the Bisharp. Yeah, he's not going to stay in even with the Nasty Plot up. So he is going to switch into the Bisharp here, so that's a little unfortunate. So we're going to Choice Band Extreme Speed. It's going to knock him to about half. Yeah, we're not going to, I don't think, want to stay in here. But what are we, yeah, I think we're going to want to come in with the Escavalier. So we're going to do that. We're going to come in with the Escavalier. And we'll see what he wants to do here. I do take the Rocks. He's going to go for a knockoff, so that's not good. That is going to knock me way down into the red, and he does get rid of my leftovers, so that's definitely not good. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to survive another attack from this thing. Just going to close combat. He's probably just going to stay in and take me out. And indeed, he just does go for another knockoff here, so that will get rid of the Escavalier. Unfortunately, that'll drop me to 3, so that's not good, but we do still get the opportunity to go ahead and come in with the Urshifu here. So I'm going to come in with that, take a little bit of Rocks, and so now we have a choice to make once again. He does have the Druddigon waiting in the wings. So what do we want to do? The Druddigon, we're going to take a lot of damage for hitting that thing, but I think we're just going to have to, I don't know. All right, I think we're just going to have to close combat, so that's what we're going to do. And he is going to withdraw. He's not going to want to stay in on that matchup, so he's going to come in with the Druddigon. And we're going to take another round of Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin in order to get rid of this thing with a close combat, but unfortunately that's just kind of what we have to do at this point. So going to take that damage, going to take the Rough Skin and Rocky Helmet. That will leave us at about a quarter HP, so we would just barely be able to survive another Stealth Rock switch in here with the Urshifu, so that is where we're at right now. So let's see what he wants to do. He's going to come in now. He's going to come in with the Mine Shao. Okay, so if this thing is, you know what, I think we're actually going to stay in and close combat. So if this thing is not Scarf, we're going to take it out. Hopefully it's not Scarf, since we are. So it is Scarf. Okay, so that's terrible. So we're going to lose the Urshifu there to this thing being Scarfed. So that's not good. So that is going to knock us to 2 Pokemon. So yeah, this thing is Scarf, so that's really bad. Yeah, that's bad. So going to switch in with the Goodra now. I think that's what we have to do. So yeah, this thing being Scarf is bad. That might have just been the end after all those hacks, but I'm going to come in with the Goodra, take the damage and from the Rocks, and it's 3-2 right now. Just going to try to drop a Draco here, and we'll see what he wants to do. We know he's Scarf locked into close combat. We are paralyzed still, so that's not good. He is going to go for the switch, though. He's not going to want to stay in, and he's going to come in with the Bisharp. Okay, so I get fully parried. Okay, so there's that. So we take another full para. So that's unfortunate. So I guess we have no choice but to, I mean, I guess we can't switch because this thing is going to be Defiant, so we just have to Fire Blast, and we're not going to outspeed because we're paralyzed. He's going to knock off, and we're not going to survive the knockoff, so that's going to get rid of the Goodra, and yeah, that's going to knock us to 1, and I think that's unfortunately going to be pretty much all she wrote. So, going to come in with the Arcanine. Going to take that damage from the rocks, leaving us at about a quarter. Going to get the Intimidate to lower this thing's attack, but then, of course, it does have Defiant, so it's going to raise its attack. And, yeah, so I guess we're going to have no choice but to... we have to choice lock to something, so I guess it's going to be Extreme Speed, even though it is not going to be enough from this range to take it out, I don't think. So that is going to knock him to about a third, and he's going to Sucker Punch, but it is going to fail, though. So that's fine, I guess. One more Extreme Speed might take it out. I don't know. We're going to find out, I guess. But no, we're going to get parried again, so we are not going to find out. So we're going to get knocked off, and yeah, that's going to be it. So yeah, that is game. So we're going to lose that one 3-0 to Goose, and yeah, not going to lie, that is a pretty disappointing loss. Some pretty extreme hacks on his side. Normally I'm pretty hesitant to blame hacks for a loss, but this one was pretty bad and pretty obvious in terms of the hacks here. So yeah, what can I really say? I think it was either 3 or 4 Paros that were all at pretty critical points in the match on the Jellicent, the Goodra. Then at the end on the Arcanine, probably didn't matter too much at that point. Probably couldn't have brought it back anyway. But yeah, I mean, that is really unfortunate. But I guess that is part of the game sometimes. It's unfortunate when it's that big of a part of the game. But yeah, I guess it just is what it is at this point. So with that, the Pidgeys are going to drop to 1-1, so hopefully we can try to bounce back next week. Yeah, this was a pretty unfortunate loss, but hopefully we can try to bounce back next week. So that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.